All right, so I have another one. It's awesome. I've talked to him before. Lone Pint Yellow Rose, which indirectly I really, because of them, I got to enjoy more pale ales, which led to IPAs. The Yellow Rose, Lone Pint Yellow Rose is the one that got me. They have this distinct bottle. It's like 6.9, yeah. 16.9 fluid ounces, so just over a pint. Pint is 2 cups, 1 cup is 8, double 16. Just in case anybody needed to know. This one's called Tornado Shark. I don't think they could take Sharknado because it's already a movie. But the point was it's supposed to be scary and a little intense, but it really is just a really good American strong ale. So strong, stouts, porters, like the whole point of that, they're driving to make these very distinct beers that were just a lot. But when you drink them, you're like, wow, that's really delicious. So for this one, they have everything on here. They have all the descriptors, things to guide you on a flavor, tasting notes, ingredients. It's American 2-row and 3 Belgian specialty malts, whole cone, Columbus and Sentinel hops, and the house yeast. So pretty much everything you can copy, but their yeast is what they grew and developed for this beer. And that's the one thing you'd have to figure it out or do it on your own and just get close. But it's 37 IBUs, 1.079 final gravity. And it started off with 8.1 alcohol, sorry. Original gravity was 1.079, which is pretty high. And then the final gravity was 1.018. So basically, the amount of sugar in there was up. And then by the time the yeast ate it, it was down to 1.018, which is still kind of high, honestly, because you can get lower than that. So that contributed to the alcohol volume and the flavor. And so yeah, 37 IBUs is probably be more malty. On the notes, it says amber, sticky, toffee colored, head, malty sweetness, hints of nut, dried fruit. You're gonna get dried fruit a lot, like in tropicals and quads and things like that. So that's a very common thing you need to look at. It is more common than you realize. Burnt sugar, which is nice, aka toastiness, also contributes to taffy. Very similar. Nicely balanced. This brew is so good. It inspired an entire movie franchise. I don't know how that part is, but definitely, yeah. I haven't seen Sharknado, but as soon as I saw this, I knew what they was talking about. So I love them. They do everything great. They're unique. That's a 4-pack on average. It's like 12 bucks, depending on the beer, depending who you go to, because you can go up to 15 easy, but you're getting a good amount of beer. So see, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 6. It's a 6-pack. It's just very extravagant. Anyways, let's see what they got. Ooh, that was a very low, crisp pop. You can see a little, I don't know, you can't see it, but the smokiness from the glasses. So, try not to bubble too much, but gotta get somewhere. All right, it's looking definitely very deep amber. I can smell it from here. It's amazing. Yep, it's very clean. Very clean, malty, nice toasty amber, but it's very light and flowery almost. Like a beautiful sweet bouquet of flowers with a sugar malt. So it's like standing in a grain field while holding a light bouquet of flowers and you're standing in the sun. Very nice. It's looking gorgeous, honestly. I don't know what you see, but yeah, from my angle, I'm getting more red. Very beautiful red, like a dull neon light. It's, you know, like when it starts to fade a little, but it still looks cool. Grabs your attention. Ooh, it's very savory, very toasty. It has the slight bitter burnt going on, but it's very balanced, like just like they said. And it's just pleasant. So this is not going to be a dessert style beer or sweet beer, or where it's so malty it tastes sweet. It definitely has the distinction where it's almost flowery and perfumey, but it's burnt, it's amber, and it's malty. They did a great job, yeah. They always do. They know what they're doing. Make it happen. I forgot. Let me see. Forgot his name offhand, but the guy that created Lone Pint. He has the Fermented Man. I remember that, the name of the book. So he has a lot of experience with fermentation in general, and he's focusing on beer. So these are very detailed and specific, and he knows what he wants to do and what he's trying to do and what he gets and how to handle it. And it really is something that helps me learn, and it's something I recommend. So if you want to learn more, if you want to expand yourself, it's definitely helpful. So overall, this is a 2 thumbs up, solid beer. This is a beer I would sip on. I wouldn't be chugging. I would hang out. If my friends wanted to try it, I'd want them to try this because it has enough bitterness where either you like beer or you don't. Bitterness is one of the big factors that scare people because they just go bitter. But there's multitudes of bitters. There's different areas they go to. And a lot of people that don't understand them, the first one that's familiar to me, like, oh, it's burnt. It's like, yeah, but in between that, there's a whole gap of just multiple flavors that develop before you can actually say, hey, that's completely burnt. Because you toast marshmallows, but they're technically burnt. But you get all that sugar and all the toastiness and everything together, and it doesn't taste burnt. And so you understand that. But then you get to beer, and if you get to super darker beers, toasty beers, extra malty beers that are darker, then they don't know what to compare it to. I can't compare it to marshmallows, but they should. It's something to think about, and then they'll learn later. So for anybody else, you want a very savory, clean, malty, deep caramel or deep beer that's going to be savory, enjoy it. This is going to be it. So I recommend it. Lone Pint never lets you down. Trust me, all the beers are astounding. So thank you very much. Do enjoy. Be safe. And these are, sip them in a house. Don't try to hang out with your buddies with these because obviously 8.1 is not going to slack off on you. So be safe, do enjoy, and drink up.